on Sports Central tonight.
Tight week. Week 8 of the Schools Rugby League features several tightly contested matches with narrow margins. But the spotlight belongs to Trinity College as the unbeaten side continues their streak and clinches the championship title with one game still remaining. Series win. Pakistan edged out West Indies by 13 runs in the third and final T20 International to seal a 2-1 series win in Florida.
Confirmation of another series victory for Pakistan against the West Indies.
This time it's Norris. Lando Norris holds off team Medoska Piastri to win the Hungarian Grand Prix on a bold one-stop strategy, cutting the Aussies' F1 lead to just 9 points heading into the August break.
A pair for the 200th time in Formula 1. McLaren win. Lando Norris wins the Hungarian Grand Prix by 6/10 of a...
And maiden title. Olympic champ Pauline Ferrand-Prévot powers through 3 brutal climbs to clinch the final stage and become the first French woman to win the Tour de France Femmes.
From Studio 24C, this is Sports Central. And now, here's Vinut Varnasurya.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Other Derana Sports Central. Well, after an action-packed weekend filled with rugby, cricket and also racing events, we are back to bring you all the latest updates. So without further ado, let's kick things off starting with the Schools Rugby League. Trinity College Kandy ended almost 40 years of hoodoo to bag the Inter-School Rugby Championship title in a hard-fought win over Wesley College at Pallekele on Saturday. Well, with this win, Trinitians clinched the championship title with another game to spare.
Trinity College, led by Usman Shafraz, began the game as the only unbeaten side in the tournament. However, they could not take the early advantage and were reeling 5-7 at half-time. The Trinity lads upped their attacking style in the second half and eventually won the game 23-21 before a packed stadium. Meanwhile, Mount Lavinia hosted the Inter-School Cup Rugby encounter between Royal College and St. Thomas College. The home team recorded a narrow 30-29 win over their arch-rivals. Meanwhile, St. Peter's College Bambalapitiya outclassed much fancied DC Patana in a hard-fought Inter-School Rugby encounter at Bambalapitiya. The Petrites won the encounter by 14-7. Meanwhile, in the plate category, Sahira beat Ananda at Rajagiriya. The scoreline stood at 43-39 at the final whistle. In the bowl category, Vidyartha College Kandy hosted Mahanama Colombo at Nittabella. The visitors defeated Vidyartha by 17-12. In another bowl category game, Science College beat Dharmaraja by 36-19 at Mount Lavinia. The final 2 matches at the 8th week of the Inter-School Rugby League were held yesterday. The plate category match between DS Siranaka and St. Joseph's was playing at Longdon Place. In this encounter, Dons toppled the Josephians 37-36 in a closely contested encounter. Meanwhile, Pallekele hosted the plate segment game between Kinsud College and Sri Sumangala College, and at the final whistle, Kinsud led by 34-22.
Well, now we have some news from the National Sports Festival. Central Province won the hockey title at the 49th Sports Festival after winning both men's and women's finals.
The hockey tournament of the 49th Sports Festival was held at AstroTurf in Colombo. Western Province and Central Province battled for the men's title, in which the Central Province won the encounter. Meanwhile, Western Province and Central Province also played in the women's final, in which Central maintained the winning streak. Meanwhile, Western Province bagged both men's and women's badminton championships of the 49th National Sports Festival. The matches were played at Mercantile Indoor Courts in Colombo.
Moving to the domestic cricket field now, Sri Lanka Navy, Sri Lanka Army, Panadur SC, Chilamarians and Air Force SC recorded wins in their respective of major clubs women limited over tournaments played yesterday. At the CCC grounds, Air Force Women's beat CCC by 85 runs.
The match was restricted to 33 overs and batting first Air Women totaled 176 for the loss of 6 wickets. Yasoda Mendes top scored with 68 while Ayesha Kirtiratne made 34. In reply, the home team struggled from a start and were bowled out for just 91 runs in their 26th over. Malki Madara and Taruka Shehani shared 7 wickets between them. Meanwhile, at SSC grounds Colombo, Chamari Atapattu made an undefeated 76 and helped Chilamarians to beat SSC. Batting first, SSC women's side were bowled out for just 121 runs in the 41st over. Iresha Shamali scored 39. In bowling, Kavya Kavindi and Devumi Vihanga shared 6 wickets between them. In reply, Chilamarians reached the winning target of 122, losing just 3 wickets.
Well, time for a short break. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more big stories and exciting highlights right here on Ada Derana Sports Central. Welcome back to Ada Derana Sports Central. Well, uplifting the spirit of Test cricket and surprising many and also shocking the Englishmen, Indian pacers Mohammad Siraj and Prasidh Krishna took the required 4 wickets and ensured India win the 5th and final Test against England by 6 runs. Well, with this, the series ended at 2-all draw.
England began the 5th and final day with 339 for 6 on board. Needing 35 runs to win, England began the victory push with Jamie Smith and Jamie Overton at the crease. Prasidh Krishna opened the bowling for the day for India and Overton struck 2 fours in that over.
Could be another boundary, it is, back to back. Make that 27 needed.
Well, that's the luck you need first up. This could have been so easily.
In the very next over, Mohammad Siraj sent back Smith caught behind for 2 runs. Then the total was on 347.
Has it carried? And importantly, the ball is still moving for India.
Siraj again raised the Indian hopes by removing Overton in his next over for just 9 runs.
Close. Given. He had a long think about that. And an immediate review. Overton thinks going down.
England slumped for 354 for 8. When the total was on 357, Krishna dismissed Josh Tongue for a duck.
Oh, he's bowled him. This is brilliant from India. Wonderful bowling, full and straight. Too good for Josh Tongue.
Classic stuff from Prasidh Krishna. Cutting into the pads, then onto the stumps. 9th wicket goes down.
It brought injured Chris Woakes to the wicket. He with Gus Atkinson dragged England to second innings total of 367 when Siraj produced a magic ball to shatter England's hopes. Atkinson was clean bowled for 17 and with that India won the match by 6 runs.
And would you believe it, it is Mohammad Siraj. The lion-hearted Siraj who has led this attack throughout. He finishes the game. It is a famous win for India. This series is tied 2 apiece. All yours, Ravi.
Siraj bagged 5 wickets for 104 runs while Krishna captured 4 wickets for 126 runs. Batting first, India made 224 and England made 247 for their first innings. India totaled 396 in their second innings, setting a target of 374 runs for England. With this, the series ended in a draw.
In 30.1 overs, the 25th day of the series, and he has rocked back Gus Atkinson's off stump to finish the game and the series for his team. Brilliant.
It's India's narrowest ever win.
Pakistan edged out West Indies by 13 runs in the third and final T20I International to seal a 2-1 series win at Florida.
Having won the toss and opted to bat first, Pakistan were inspired by a 138-run opening partnership in 16.2 overs between Saim Ayub and Shahib Saad Farhan. Farhan made 74 while Ayub contributed 66 runs.
Use of the feet, and there comes the big stroke.
this has been a clear plan now from Pakistan to push the West Indian spinners off of that length.
The late flurry by the other batters helped Pakistan reach 189 for just 4 wickets in their allotted 20 overs.
Gets the Yorker in nicely on that occasion and keeps it to 1. No, it'll come back for 2 again. There's sloppiness from the West Indies that gives an extra run. And Pakistan end at 189 for 4.
Chasing 190 to win, the Windies managed to reach 176 for the loss of 6 wickets in their 20 overs. Ali Kathanes was picked off the batters, hitting 60 off 40 balls.
Fearless batting. Darren Sammy said earlier he doesn't like survival batting. He wants his batters to pick an option and bat themselves.
Sherfin Rutherford made a 35-ball 51.
That's high. It could go all the way. It has gone all the way. That's one of what they needed. Haris Rauf bangs the ground.
With this 13-run win, Pakistan bagged the 3-match T20I series 2-1.
Another series victory for Pakistan against the West Indies. Second series win for Salman Ali Agha's team.
Updates from the F1 circuit now. Lando Norris held off McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri to win the Hungarian Grand Prix yesterday on a one-stop strategy and slashed the Australian's Formula 1 lead to 9 points going into the August break.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Budapest. And the Hungarian Grand Prix is underway. Even reaction time, and Lando Norris has got a run. P3 man has got a run on his...
Norris completed 39 of the 70 laps on a single set of hard tyres, while Piastri stopped twice and closed a 12-second gap to just 0.6 at the finish, with a nail-biting chase to the checkered flag and a near collision. George Russell took a distant third 20 seconds down the road to complete the Hungarian podium for Mercedes and take his 5th podium of the season. The win was Norris's 5th of the season and the 3rd in the last 4 to Piastri's 6. It was also McLaren's 7th 1-2 in 14 races. Ferrari's Charles Leclerc was a frustrated 4th after starting on pole position but losing out with a 2-stop strategy and a 5-second penalty for erratic driving as Russell challenged. Fernando Alonso finished 5th for Aston Martin ahead of Sauber's 6th place Brazilian rookie Gabriel Bortoleto. Lance Stroll was 7th for Aston Martin ahead of Racing Bull's Liam Lawson, with Red Bull's reigning champion Max Verstappen and Mercedes rookie Kimi Antonelli completing the top 10 scoring positions.
The gap in the World Championship will be 9 points between the papaya pair for the 200th time in Formula 1. McLaren win, Lando Norris wins the Hungarian Grand Prix by 0.6 of a second. A brilliant performance from both of them, but the gap is under 10 points.
No, I thought it was game over then. Not literally, but you know, my chances of trying to win that race from there are pretty slim. Especially against Oscar. You know, I kind of expected us to be a bit better than the Ferrari over the race. I didn't expect to be, you know, from that position much quicker than Oscar. I believe that was a bit quicker, but not that much to still finish ahead. So our only option was to kind of try convert to a 1. Still wasn't expecting it to kind of work out. It was more let's just give it a good shot. Let's commit to that. And you know, my strengths are definitely end of stint pace, longevity of tire, that kind of thing. And today I utilized that to every possible 10th of a second, and it worked out. So I'm happy that we tried something a bit different. We risked a little bit, and it worked out perfectly. So I'm happy with the team.
With the Hungarian Grand Prix coming to a close, Oscar Piastri still leads the overall driver standings, while his teammate Lando Norris holds 2nd place. Both drivers have delivered strong performances, making this the best season yet for McLaren, who currently top the Constructors' Championship. The next stop in the Grand Prix calendar is the Dutch Grand Prix at Circuit Zandvoort, starting on the 29th of August.
The upending of the expected order, time and time again.
Olympic champion Pauline Ferrand-Prévot became the first French woman to win the Tour de France Femmes yesterday, pushing through 3 punishing climbs to clinch the final stage ahead of the 2023 champion Demi Vollering, who finished 2nd overall.
The 33-year-old of Team Visma Lease bike held steady through the 124.1-kilometer ride from Prix to Châtel before launching a decisive attack in the last 7 kilometers and fell to the ground in tears after crossing the finish line. Following stayed in a group with Ferrand Prévot for the majority of the 9th stage, but could not break away to make up her deficit of more than 3 minutes coming into the last day. The Dutch rider finished second in the race for the second year in a row, losing out on the yellow jersey by 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Australia's Sarah Gigante, who was second overall coming into the final stage, tried to get ahead of Ferrand Prévot during the climb to Col de Joux Plain, known as one of cycling's toughest summits in the Alps, but the French woman stayed on her wheels. Lorena Wiebes, who has led the points classification since stage 3, cemented her position to deny Dutch compatriot Marianne Vaux a third green jersey.
Yeah, I'm so happy. It was the day didn't start really good because I was a bit too far back in the first downhill. I think I was just a bit scared, with the pressure of this jersey, and so the teammate had to ride, and they did a massive effort to bring me back at the front. Afterwards, I said, okay, now I have to stick to the front and to just try to stay there. And this morning, as I said to the DS, I would like to win in yellow. So if you can make it, why not? So I attacked in the last climb and I could make it until the finish. And I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Mesdames et messieurs, en l'honneur.
We are heading into a quick commercial break now, but don't go far. There's plenty more sports section coming your way right here on Ada Derana Sports Center. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Ada Derana Sports Central. Now, CF Monterrey converted all of their 5 penalties to keep their knockout phase hopes alive following a 1-all draw against New York Red Bulls yesterday.
Luis Cardenas made one save in the shootout following a match played in Cincinnati. Carlos Cornell thought he had saved Luis Rey's penalty to prolong the tiebreaker, but it was ordered to be retaken for Cornell leaving the goal line early, and Reyes converted the second attempt. Earlier, Julian Hall put the Red Bulls in front in the 19th minute when he ran onto Daniel Edelman's long through ball up the middle and drove an emphatic finish on the run past Cardenas. Rayados drew level 19 minutes later when Sergio Canales scored his second of the tournament, dispatching a rebound attempt from about 10 yards after Cornell saved Ricardo Chavez's header.
Tecatito Corona. Repeat for Reyes. Monterrey alive and well in Leagues Cup 2025.
Updates from the Canadian Open now. Second-seeded Taylor Fritz of the United States worked into early today morning before defeating the 19th-seeded Jiří Lečeka of Czech Republic 7-6, 6-7 and 7-6 to advance to the quarterfinals of the Canadian Open ATP Masters 1000 tournament in Toronto.
The match featured no service breaks. Fritz prevailed by saving all 9 break points, though he failed to take advantage of any of his 5 break opportunities. Fritz also had a 16-6 edge in aces. The American will take on Andy Rublev in the last 8 clash. Meanwhile, another American, Ben Shelton, came through in 3 sets against Italy's Flavio Caboli. 4th-seeded Shelton, down 5-3 in the 3rd set, came back to defeat 13th-seeded Flavio Caboli of Italy 6-4, 4-6 and 7-6. The two were left arguing after the match with their chair umpire watching to keep things under control. Shelton will flex Alex de Minaur next.
You also. So yeah, and if you do say something, then I'm gonna say something to you at the changeover because we're friends, no? Of course. Okay, but you said it's not with me. We clear it up and we're good, no? Yeah, of course. Yeah, good. Bad. Sorry about the match.
Miyu Yamashita won the Women's Open by 2 shots to claim the first major of her career after the 24-year-old kept Charlie Hull and Minami Katsu at bay to become the 4th different major champion from Japan in the last 2 years.
Yamashita finished with an overall score of 11 under at Royal Porthcawl after she sank 3 birdies on the front 9, and she remained steady on the back 9 before weathering a late stumble with her first bogey of the day on the par 4 17th. Hull mounted a spirited challenge with 5 birdies that brought her to within 1 shot of Yamashita. However, the Brighton's title hopes crumbled with back-to-back bogeys on the 16th and 17th, while a missed birdie putt on the 18th sealed her fate. Katsu also tied for second with 4 birdies, offset by a bogey on the second to finish with a final round score of 69. Yamashita showed championship composure despite the bogey and survived a nervy finish when she found the rough with her first 2 shots on the final hole, but she avoided the bunkers to land her 3rd shot on the green.
And that wraps up this edition of Other Derana Sports Central. Be sure to stay tuned as we bring you the latest highlights, results and stories from Sri Lanka and beyond. Well then, until tomorrow, I'm Vinut Varnasurya signing off. Take care, keep the spirit of sport alive and have a good night.